What's going on, y'all? Mac, we're back at it, man. I missed y'all, man. Feel like I ain't seen y'all all month. You know. Uh like I ain't seen y'all all month. But nah, everything been good. I was gonna come back the day after the 4th, but the weather was bad, had some tech difficulties, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just wait. But long story short, I swear, let me come back. Let me come back. Let me come back. Let me get this. Let me get this. So we back. Summerfest been going on in Milwaukee. Everybody from Milwaukee, I know about Summerfest. Um, what is that? Summerfest in Milwaukee going on. A bunch of different stuff. We had been seeing festivals going on all over. Something happened in Philadelphia. Mass shooting. Something happened in Baltimore. Mass shooting. Something happened, I want to say, in somewhere in New York. But it was Baltimore. Something happened. It was a mass shooting. Like they had a big party, 4th of July thing. Philadelphia, something happened. Milwaukee, we had something happen on our Juneteenth. I don't know if nothing happened on the 4th, but there's a bunch of man shooting off guns like the military, boy. I'm telling you. But I don't know if nothing like that happened, but it's crazy. It's getting crazy with these mass shootings, y'all. And it's just that I know y'all seen that video circulating on Facebook with that shootout where they pulled up and unalived them people. That video was crazy. I'm not gonna show it to you. I can't show y'all the video on my channel, but been some crazy stuff going on, man. We got to do something about these guns, get these guns under control, do something about, it seems like it's just kids running around with guns too. Every time it's a shooting, shootout, something like that, it's just kids playing with their guns, They think it's so cool to do something like that, to have something to like talk about, you know what I mean? Shooting in the sky, sometimes shooting at people, but it just ain't worth it, man. We're gonna have to do something about that. And kind of remind me of this clip I'm showing y'all today. A girl, 18 years old, out here meeting dudes online, setting them up and trying to, with some other dudes and trying to rob them. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, man. They doing it. They getting to it out here. It's like that role reversal. You got girls, when they say, yeah, we could do what y'all do, they not like, yeah, we finna go out here and work at the construction site. They ain't talking about that. And then when they say they could do what dudes do, they picking and choosing them dudes. They picking the lowest common denominator of men. Like, oh, we can make mixtapes and sell weed and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, be a girl asking you to buy her mixtape. That shit crazy. With her kids with her, it'd be like her 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? And her mixtape. This shit crazy out here, I swear. But nah, the 18-year-old girl out here trying to Cardi B people, man, trying to set them up, trying to get them robbed, get them out of there and shit, man. It's sad. And I done seen a number of TikToks lately. I know y'all done seen them. Where it's like, we need to rob these dudes. We need to normalize robbing. Nah, it's finna be some heads getting knocked off for real. I'm telling y'all, do not normalize trying to rob nobody. Don't think it's cool and fashionable for yourself to think you finna decide casually that you finna take something from somebody or have some goons do it. Like, you ain't Monet off of fucking power or whatever that shit is. So nah, don't do it. Just don't do it. And yeah, she got took to jail. I'm gonna let y'all see it, but she could have got her head knocked off because y'all been seeing these like girls getting found unalived, and this is why, because they doing stuff like this. So come with a whole mentality. And then so let's take it like this: is it nature? Is it nurture? Right? You know, got the argument: nature versus nurture. Is it the way? Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Is it like that? Things will never be the same. Nah. But so is it nature versus nurture? Is it something you learn, or is it the way it is? You know? And a good example of that is the clip I'm gonna show y'all with the two twins, Tia and Tamara. From they used to be on the show called Sister Sister. I think that was the one with the Go Home Roger or the Bye Roger, Go Home Roger. I think that was Go Home Roger. That was on the show Sister Sister, right? But apparently the two sisters that went two different ways, right? They sisters, they identical twins, same DNA, all that shit. So what better test than that to see is it nature versus nurture? Because one married, doing good, looking healthy and shit. The other one divorced, you know what I'm saying, running around like a thot, you know what I'm saying, like thot pocket, you know. And she a twin. she out here thotting, she a twin. But nah, so she running around, you know, a little bit reckless. And we gonna look at a difference between the two because not just that, I think the girl pretty much in so many words told her own sister, like, hey, I'm not hanging with you, dude. You run around here being a little nat, you know what I'm saying? And she is like, I ain't with that, man. You know, we Tia and Tamara, not nat. So she said, I'm gonna have to stop hanging with you. Her own sister, but we gonna look into it. And then speaking of, man, I don't know. I can't really segue it hard away from this, but let's just put it like this. Speaking of family, y'all gonna know what I mean when y'all see the clip. But Adam 22 from No Jumper, man. Sheesh, manhood. His whole manhood is just on the chopping block, man. It's getting they put his manhood out. They took his manhood out to the woodshed, man. Probably gonna, you know, had to put him down like old Yeller or something like that. You know what I'm saying? His manhood, YouTube. We're not talking about literal violence, so don't try to flag my video. But nah, check it out though. He just got married to a chick, and they been messing around for a while. You know, dude call himself being a corn star, and call his girl being a corn star too. So the minute they get okay, so tell me if y'all think this timeline strange, and this kind of what the internet buzzing about or whatever. So Adam 22 got all these we just gonna say it like this. He got all these African American friends, you know what I'm saying? Urban friends. He fall out with a bunch of them. Him and his wife get like he been hanging around them for years. You know what I'm saying? He do all his interviews with urban people, gangsters, and all this and then the third. So he been around the people for years, right? And his wife there in the background. Now he falls out with the people, and he marries the girl that's now his wife, and now she's doing scenes, corn star scenes with a black dude. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like, yeah, but it's like, bro, Adam, you over here. We gonna talk about it, man. He cucking basically. He's cucking, you know. and he's not cooking. I'm finna cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking. He's cooking. You know. But nah, we gonna look into it though. It's just a crazy situation, and it been a little buzz about it. The clip gonna break it down real good for y'all, give y'all some background. But glad to be back, y'all. Everybody, thank you for checking me out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We finna get right on into it after I get these analytics together. So yeah, let me go on and get on that, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Mac World, live at 5. Let's go, baby. Hey, Mac World live at 5, baby. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Mac Attack checking in, man. I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? No, y'all ain't miss me, man. Y'all ain't even thinking about me. But I missed y'all, and it's good to be back. So check it out, man. We got to get right into it. You know, I told y'all, man, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on out here in this street. I don't know if we losing. Do y'all think we really like losing a generation? And if so, who do we hold accountable for that? Do we hold ourselves accountable, or do we like hold that generation accountable? You know, how accountable are we, you know, for the state that the younger generation is in right now? Let's think about that when we look at this next clip. Let's go.
Little Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I'm going to be talking about this female here. Yes, this is one female in the same. Her name is Victoria Rolone. She's 18 years old, out of Coral Springs, Florida. She was arrested for first-degree armed robbery charges after luring a man that she met offline to her place in order to rob him.
There they go. That bullshit.
There are so many stories like this.
Right.
And what's very interesting to me is how we don't speak about this more. You know, there's this thing about protecting women, right? That men are the ones who are out here being the predators, that they are just harassing, they're going after women. But you have a whole group of women who are very dangerous, who will rob you, who will set you up. And there's a ton of stories like this.
Facts.
In any other circumstance, you know, this female would have a bright future, minus the tattoos on her neck. This is somebody that has no soul. This is somebody that you can tell the environment has corrupted them absolutely. And to them, being in these streets,
Look, you know they say eyes are the windows to the soul, right? So just look at like the look in her eyes, like it's almost like the whole expression on her face or whatever is just like look like she just soak up whatever she see on the TV. Dude got a tattoo of a broken heart under her eye, and I bet you see she convinced herself that that shit really means some deep shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's too much. That's what I'm saying. So, all right. So this is what I want to talk about real fast. Just a quick question. Do y'all think that when parents step out and parents ain't available, parents ain't involved, that's when kids get raised from society, from basically they learn shit from TV. That's what they, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's how they get they socializing into the world is from TV. What y'all think about that?
dating broke bum street dudes is the way to go. I mean, if you're gonna date a street dude with some money that you don't have to help set nobody up. But the problem is,
But then what's the value of that? Because she could just date a man
who don't even need to be doing this, but
with a
they
job.
do it not because
If it was
not
about
because of
security.
desperation, it's because they have embraced the streets and
Right.
they want to be somebody in the streets. They want to be feared. They want to be respected. They want other street dudes to respect them. So they surround themselves with bums. And they use their looks.
Instead of being somebody wanting to be somebody in life, these hoes want to be somebody in the streets. I'm saying one more time. Instead of these hoes wanting to be somebody in life as a whole, they just want to be somebody in the streets. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation till 2026. Let's go.
Even though, I mean, the tattoos on the face and the neck are clear red flags. If you see a chick like this online trying to holler at you, you might want to go in another direction. This is clearly somebody that doesn't respect herself and probably doesn't work anywhere. This is somebody
working your damn nerves,
but
maybe.
This is what women are becoming in the West. They are embracing being more masculine than feminine. They
embracing being criminals,
because
nigga.
They're broken.
Shit.
This is an 18-year-old female. I recently did a video about two women who are 20, two 20-year-old females, two 20-year-old black females in Las Vegas, robbed a dude who was from, I believe he was from Guatemala, or one of these South American countries. I think that's the country he was from. And they met up with him in a hotel lobby.
Cardi B.
And he took them back to his room. And they took his life and robbed him.
Nuts. It's crazy.
20-year-old females. This female is 18 years old. These ain't the middle-aged women doing this. These ain't the women in their 20s, but their 30s or 40s. This is an 18-year-old. Would not be surprised.
Used to be young and dumb. Phase was about running around, getting into stupid shit like sneaking out, going to the movies. Now young and dumb is about, oh yeah, back when I was young, I used to commit armed robberies and larcenies and, you know what I'm saying, be a prostitute, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Young and Dumb 2.0 ain't no game. Let's go.
Surprised that she's a high school dropout. Just throwing their life away. And she's been arrested before. These are multiple mugshots. I believe she has 3 mugshots that I know of. This is 2 of them. So she's not a stranger to trouble. This isn't a female that was just roped into a situation. This is a female who's used to committing crimes. And I'm pretty sure this time they're going to make an example out of her, but we're going to get into the story. This is according to Newsbreak. A teen faces first-degree armed robbery charges after allegedly luring a man she met online to meet up location where
black.
2 armed men robbed him. On May 30th, the victim reported to the Coral Springs Police Department that a woman he met online, later identified as Victoria Rolón, 18, of Coral Springs, took a terrifying turn when meeting her in person for the first time. According to an arrest warrant issued for Rolón, After the victim met her online and texted her for some time, they agreed to meet up on May 30th in the parking lot of an apartment complex she resides near the 11300 block of West Sample Road. The victim noted in the report that Rolón had arranged to wear a specific dress for him during the meeting in exchange for $170. So I don't know if he paid her that up front, but can't be giving these women money up front either. I mean, that probably was her idea, and he just went along with it.
Facts.
According to the victim, when
That's
he
exactly
arrived
what it
for the
was.
meeting, Rolón briefly exited her home and spoke to him through the open passenger door of his vehicle, where she explained that the dress he had requested her to wear was still in the dryer and would take a few more minutes. That had setup written all over it, because I'm pretty sure that she had plenty of time to get that dress and have that dress. And by the way, like, was it a new dress?
Right.
If this is a new dress, why is it in the dryer?
Whack
The
ass
dress
excuse.
she already had. Did she do like send him photos and say which dress would you like, her to wear, and that's what she picked out? Or that's what he picked out? The victim told CSPD he continued to wait, but became suspicious after she continued to delay and again exit the home not wearing the agreed upon dress. According to records, the victim told officers as he spoke to Rolón, a black male suddenly appeared in front of his vehicle, pointing a black weapon at him through the windshield. Fearing for his life, the victim told CSPD he leaped across the center console and exited the vehicle through the open passenger door where Rolón had been standing. As he tried to escape, the victim told officers a second black male appeared, also brandishing a weapon, blocked his exit, and demanded he hand over his belongings. So I'm assuming he must have had his car turned off.
So he was in the car. He was talking. The chick came out. He in the car talking to the chick, or he telling her like, come outside. Boom. She come outside, not wearing the dress they agreed on, and he must have agreed. It said that she you see at the top it say she arranged to wear a specific dress during the meet for $170. So if she was probably adamant about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course a girl gonna be like, oh, the money, all that shit like that. So for her to not do that one simple thing, which was wear the dress, I know that he was already suspicious about it. And so she come out to the car and he talking to her in the car, and I guess she was standing outside the car. Like, she came up to the car from the outside, and so she at the passenger side, and as he talking to her, somebody come around to the driver's side. But instead of him just leaning over, like, cause she wasn't in the car with him, she was outside of the car. So instead of him turning over and, you know what I'm saying, doing like this, he leaps over to the empty seat on the other side, and he jumps out the door where she was just standing at right there. But as he running, another dude come out. So at that point, the lick is bad. Anyway, the lick is bad. It was only one thing left to do at that point, but they ain't have the nuts to do that, as they shouldn't, because they shouldn't be robbing nobody anyway. You know what I'm saying? But now they gone. She gonna be gone for about 10.
Drive away.
She ain't no kid no more.
Always,
but she white though,
on,
so they probably gonna let her off.
Never met before, because you can avoid these situations. This guy had to leave his car. He left his car, and they already had that particular. So he must have been in like a boxed-in area. He must have been in like a boxed-in area where, from the passenger side, I guess where she's staying, the guy was probably waiting somewhere to see if he would, try to leave out that, just waiting.
He left his car because it was at her house.
To that side of the car.
He left the car because he was at her house.
The victim recounted to officers how he complied with the man's demands, handing over a gold Cuban link necklace and $170 set aside to pay Rolón. Oh, so he didn't pay up front. He brought the money with him. Should have knew that was a setup. Because I'm pretty sure she might have wanted him to send the money, but he said, I'll bring it with me. And she probably was like, oh no, we're going to rob him.
You think that's what happened?
According to records, the suspects then searched the victim's vehicle, where they discovered an additional $1,700 in cash, and then fled the scene in the black sedan parked at an apartment complex entrance. Rolón, who had been standing nearby during the incident, did not flee with the suspects, but instead accused the victim of setting her up and bringing the men to her residence. Do y'all see the games that this heifer was playing? Now, even though she's 18, this heifer...
Hell no. Listen. Do y'all hear that, bro? That's so dirty, man. She set the dude up, robbed him, and then sit right there, watch the robbery happen, and try to accuse him of the robbery. That was a bad... She just... Oh, God. Yeah, put her under the jail. That was a bad plan, and it's disrespectful. I would have been looking at her dumb ass after I got robbed, and she's sitting there trying to pin it on me like... I would have been looking at her like crazy. This shit is nuts. I didn't even see that part originally.
She's
Playing
not new to
games.
this. She sat right there and watched this and then blamed him for being victimized. He's the one being robbed.
Right.
According to the report, the witness living inside the apartment complex approached the victim, revealing he had observed the incident unfold. The witness confirmed the victim's suspicion that Rolón might have orchestrated the robbery, claiming he saw the males exit the vehicle after backing it into the entrance from the main roadway. The witness told the officers the behavior seemed so strange that he even tried to warn the victim by flickering a porch light, but the robbery took place before any action could be taken beyond.
They seen the setup. The neighbors seen it.
So you had the person there that was trying to warn him, but I guess he wasn't able to see it in time. That's because anybody else in that situation, yeah, that's a setup, man. You get there and
Super
there's
setup.
other suspicious car there. You know, they probably already think very low of this particular female. Following the incident, the victim called 911 and cooperated with law enforcement officers, providing a detailed description of Rolón and the suspects. When describing Rolón's facial tattoos, officers immediately recognized her from past cases. I told you she's gotten arrested before. Criminal. This is a young criminal heifer, man.
These little girls out here, man, are thugs.
According to records, also include theft,
out.
notably during instances in which
Crazy.
male co-suspects were also involved. These heifers always around the worst type of men, ain't they? Upon questioning, Rolón initially denied involvement and claimed that the assailants had followed the victim to her residence. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. How would they know that he's going there? However, after a warrant was issued on June 6 to obtain additional evidence, including messages the officers reviewed on her mother's iPad, Rolón was found to have planned the robbery with a man named Gary, with whom she had been previously romantically involved with. So was he like an ex-boyfriend, one of these thug ex-boyfriends, one of these dummies that's gonna find himself getting a whole lot of time because of this? According to the warrant,
Millset Rose in the building. What's good,
Rolón and Gary as the incident unfolded, including those of her asking him to hurry up or she would be forced to rob the victim herself. This is why she's getting a first-degree charge. She basically incriminated herself by saying she was gonna rob him herself. This is
crazy.
An ain't shit 18-year-old.
Young lady, you know what I'm saying? Eyelashes and shit, out here robbing people, criminal, orchestrating robberies, rob them, come rob them before I would do it myself, thugged out, you know what I'm saying? And like he said, plenty videos about this lately, for one. For two, it's crazy that they trying to normalize this and popularize this, man. You know what I mean? Shit crazy. You gotta, man, there's so many pitfalls and downfalls now. It's almost like, man, you get a little something going for yourself, you gotta move to Mars. You can't trust nobody damn near.
I mean, just look at her. She is an ain't shit 18-year-old.
Criminal.
She says she would, if you don't get there in time, she'd do it herself. Now, I will say this. Nobody got harmed in this situation, which is good. They got this dude's stuff and they left. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be setting up anybody to be robbed. This heifer deserves whatever charge she gets and those dummies with her. Records show CSPD is still working on compiling evidence against Gary, and Coral Springs Talk is not fully identifying him at this time. As of this writing, no arrest records are present for him or the unidentified second male mentioned by the victim. Following the full investigation of her actions during the incident, Rolon was taken into custody, arrested, and transported to the Broward County main jail. She needs to be, and she needs to stay there. This is a thieving, robbing heifer who has a rap sheet. She's not a victim. It wasn't some abusive boyfriend that made her do it. Because y'all know these heifers love to claim abuse.
Facts.
She orchestrated this. And she said that if they didn't get there in time,
she would do it herself.
Nah, this heifer deserves every bit of time that she gets. All right. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, man, crazy as hell on what they out here, young ass girls, man, 18 years old, living that life. They say that they could do what we do. Like I said, I'm a rehash on that. They say, oh, it's role reversal. We gotta be the man and all that. Why ain't y'all trying to be no businessman? Why y'all trying to be like? Y'all say I could, do what we do, take our roles or whatever. Like I said, mixtapes and selling weed and shit. Like, y'all ain't trying to be like no man. Y'all trying to be like the little boys y'all be raising and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy, man. That cycle, like, I was thinking about the dude in the chicken place that got shot. And so I'm thinking, he's sitting up letting the girl egg him on while he hitting the girl and all that, while he hitting the lady. And I was just thinking about how these dudes grow up, no daddies around, nothing but they mama, right? And then they be like, they'll just do anything for their mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only parent they got. Yeah, you been to a chick house before when she got her little run over there. And that nigga clinging to her damn leg. He ain't leaving. Like, you trying to smash the mama. You know what I'm saying? The little girls will do it, but the little boys really will do it. They'll hang right in the mama face. They'll get on her lap. They'll come hug her. Mommy, I love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be wanting to be like, ooh, you need to go to bed, you little mother. But, they do that because they just got that one parent and they be trying to hold that parent down like nothing. Like, they scared to lose, they mama. They don't want nothing to take their mama away. And they grew up with that mama's boy mentality or whatever. Like, they just, anything to please that woman that's with them and shit, man. There's some interesting stuff going on. Like, I could tell y'all a couple stories in real life about some shit that's going on in real time with somebody I know, but I can't tell y'all right now till I figure out a way I could say it and hide the names and shit. But it's some crazy shit going on, man. It be some trauma, be a lot of shit going on, I'm telling y'all. And yeah, it's all about how you raised and everything like that, Or is it? Because like I told y'all, the next clip, we got two identical twins rocking two completely different ways. Let's go.
No more wasting time. Check this out.
I want to go out. Okay, Tia, define your term. Like, go dancing. Okay. I have someone watching Cree, and we can just.
Something. What? What?
I'm just gonna tell you, like, I don't think I can party with you because. No, I'm just Tia. I'm just being honest.
You's the
I don't think I can party with you. Are you serious? Yeah, because in my.
Because I'm not trying to ruin my marriage. Let's get back into it.
My mind, you know how mom, we used to be like, Mom, like you're a mom now? And that's how I see it. I'm like,
That sucks, Tamara.
no, I know.
I mean,
I'm
moms, just because people are moms doesn't mean that their lives are over.
I didn't say
They
that.
can still go
I
out and
just
have fun. You
I
know what?
but
Moms
I
have the
still-
best fun.
I know it's not right. I'm just saying mentally something happens. Like, I'm like, you're a mom.
Wow. That
I'm
really
just-
hurt my feelings.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're basically saying I'm not cool anymore.
Well, you could be fun.
I'm a lot of fun, honey.
Oh man, this is such a mom conversation. Women,
And why you trying to make your sister feel bad about just being responsible? Like, she just thinking about shit. She got some kids looking at her and everything she do. She don't want to go fucking partying and shit. It's crazy.
arguing about if they're fun or not. I'm a lot of fun. I'm still fun. And Tia over there getting upset that her sister does not want to go out with her. So sad. So sad. Can't go out anymore. So guys, I'm assuming that was before Tia's divorce, but listen to the two different women and their mindset. One's like, I don't know if I can party with you. And then the sister, Tia, got offended and was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you know, we're moms now. We're supposed to behave a little bit differently. And then she starts to retreat, you know, because she loves her sister. But that came from a genuine place, man. If you look at where they're at now, Tia, who divorced her man because she wanted to be happy and
Right.
go out here and have fun, posting the thirst traps and everything. And you see the other sister who's still married to her man, who she said, I am married to an alpha male. She said that herself. You can see that there's a different perspective when it comes to motherhood and being a wife. And a lot of these women would identify with Tia more, is that they think that being a mother shouldn't affect the way you go out and party and shouldn't affect the type of fun you have. And I'm not saying married women should be out here not having fun. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that the type of fun they should be having should be different. But nobody wants to put those type of restrictions on it. People may say, well, why should we have restrictions? Well, because what happens? You feel like you are trapped in a marriage because marriages and relationships are difficult. People have expectations, and what will happen? She will leave. Just like Tia left her marriage, right? This is so telling, man, right in front of everybody's eyes. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say, which I assume are going to support the sister, because most of these women are modern women. First comment here says, I'm a lot of fun, honey, exclamation marks and period, with smiley emojis. Another person here says, moms have the best fun. That's such a mom thing to say, with the laughing emojis. Yeah, this dude's right. Another comment here says, that I'm a lot of fun, honey, with the look up and down was giving. I have way more fun than you. The F you talking about? Laughing emojis. Another comment here says, this is why Tia is having fun now. Is she? Is she having fun now? It may appear like she's having fun now because she's left her marriage, but I promise you, let's check back in a little bit.
I think they being sarcastic, Chissa said. I think that's what they saying. Like, that's why she divorced now, because of the dumb way she thinking. Being a mom and having fun don't really got shit to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just a level of responsibility. It's a status that awards a level of responsibility and has a payoff in a way that's not necessarily fun. It's like fulfillment of building your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna have a legacy of fun and shit like that, you know? Like, man, we just had so much fun. But you know, it's kind of goofy or whatever, but I think that this conversation was like, it was tripped out because you see where they are now, right? And in case y'all don't know, the one that said she can't hang with her sister because, you know, her sister basically don't have fun. The other one is divorced. I don't know what type of fun she got into, but her husband ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
She'll be struggling. Another comment here says, but the way she said, I'm a lot of fun, honey, in her mom voice. Yeah. Another comment here says, I don't think that just because you are a mother with children that you couldn't go out and party with your friends. Everyone should enjoy themselves. Age is just a number.
Right.
Dan,
Don't put nothing before them damn kids, though.
No. You can't go out and party the same way as a mother.
Right.
You can't go out with your single friends and party because most likely your friends are single. You just can't. I think people have to change the people that they hang out with. Girls trips, right? Like shouldn't be a thing in relationships. We all know that. At least if you drink
Crazy.
coffee, you do. Now, like dinner with friends, having late night dinner, going to like performances, that's one thing. But the type of partying they're talking about is going out to a club, drunk with your other single friends, and then they'll try to convince you, no, babe, just trust me, this won't ruin our marriage. And then you have Tia. Here's another comment from another woman that says, I agree with Tia on this. Of course you do. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can't go out and party. So does that mean Tamara never goes out dancing or partying? Not even with their husband? These chicks cannot believe that that's possible. They can't. They've been so used to going out, clubbing and partying
What
all
is
the time.
the big deal
idea-
about like your part? What is the big deal about your partying quota being met? Like, what is it? What's it's like so much about party? She doesn't go party. Like, I was going out partying, ain't got nothing to show for it. A little, you know, Hennessy gut, a little Tito's gut. You know what I'm saying? A bad fucking sleeping pattern, shit. Like, ain't too much to show for it like that. So what's all this gauging her marriage, which I'm pretty sure could be, you know, a marriage and having somebody you fuck with that you can rely on in a number of ways, gonna be fulfilling in a number of ways. But it's funny to see so many people gauge something like marriage, which is a bond for life, against like, oh, going out. Like, you mean she doesn't go out with, not even with her husband? What the fuck is out? What the fuck is out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, you can go out, but she ain't really, don't make it seem like she really missing nothing and shit. Cause I mean, shit, the party be at the house when you married, it should be, or while you're married. Let's go.
That you can no longer hit a club and go shake your cheeks is just unfathomable to him. She probably goes out, but probably not the same way she would go out
Right.
when she was single. Maybe she doesn't go out at all. Yes. There are people who don't go out and do ratchet shit after marriage. This chick goes on to say, that's just crazy. Shaking my head. It's crazy, right? And then me and my sisters still go out responsibly. Lady, come on. She's talking
But it
about being
was
a mom.
our
This chick's
sister.
probably not married.
It was the
She's
other
probably-
sister that said she didn't want to go out with her. The Mary sister said she was hurt that her sister ain't want to go out. So, nah, she didn't say like, oh, my husband said I can't go out or none of that. The other sister said she didn't want to go out with it. You know what I'm saying? Who fault is that?
We're not married. Shanika is probably not married. Here's another comment that says, laughing emojis. I'm sure they look back at these clips and laugh like, what were we thinking? No, they probably look back at these clips and it kind of makes sense. Another comment here says,
Yeah.
just because you have a child does not mean your personality dies. Go out every once in a while. Just don't get crazy. You know, what's interesting is men's personality will die because they can't buy the things they want to buy because they're providing for family.
Facts.
They have to work long, hard hours.
Facts.
They have to do a lot of things to sacrifice for the family, and they rarely ever complain about that. You know, cutting off old friends, which I
That
think
become
guys
they
should
do
maintain
identities.
certain friendship.
They new identity be selfless family labor. Like, oh, just toiling away for the old family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's expected to be like that. Like, that's supposed to be a joyous thing to do. That's supposed to be like, man, this should all you have ever wanted to get your manhood validated by some woman, and you know, just be toiling away. I know plenty of niggas that be just living like that. I can't do that, man. I love my daughter. I love my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be on some old toiling away at the railroad, just trying to feed the old family, and I ain't. And you know, I'm just give everything up because I'm gonna tell you what happened and what will happen, and you know what happened in them type of situations as you start to take all that responsibility off of somebody, and you change, and like he said, you're gonna change. You gonna lose a part of your personality. Talking about your personality dying, that part of your personality that used to go out, kick it, have fun, jump up and go with your friends, run with the pack when you wanted to. Like, yeah, you gonna have to damn near get rid of that, and it's gonna be expected of you. But then as you partner with somebody and you start to clear their financial situation up, they might be thinking, okay, now is my time to go out here and kick it. And like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like when the difference with what happened with the two sisters. You know what I mean? Let's go.
With their boys and make sure they keep that brotherhood amongst themselves, but they don't look at it as losing themselves. They look at it as, this is the duty of a man and I must do what's possible.
That's what I just said.
For me to survive. Whereas women, it's like, I don't want to lose myself, and if I lose myself, I will leave and go find myself. Here's another comment that says, y'all taking this little clip and going too deep and far with it. She's saying, I don't see you as a party animal, in quotation marks, anymore, which she's not. She's a mother, so she still goes out, but it's not the same, and it shouldn't be, because life and situations change. So this woman sounds like she drinks coffee. Right. Another comment here says, being a mother doesn't mean you are dead. You are an individual outside your children. Why we like to define the title marriage. See?
The title
they don't want
mother.
to define marriage. No. I'm sorry. Not marriage. It says, why do we want to define the title mother? Yeah. That's even worse.
I kind of
the title
understand. I get what she's saying though. She like, it ain't no certain thing you could use to define what it mean exactly to be a mom, but you know, she's not saying it like it shouldn't be defined. You know, she's just saying that it ain't no certain way to necessarily do it. And especially, I would say this, if it do come to being, you know, defined or whatever in any type of way, like, man, we can't really do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as men, we can't really define what it means. And it's a case by case basis. It's like being a father, you know what I'm saying? All of us are different. You know, my cousin, you know, Millset Rose, he got 2 girls. I got a girl, you know, he got 3 girls, matter of fact. I got a girl. You know, we like girl dads and shit. So, you know, raising them young ladies and stuff like that. And you know, it's definitely one of them things where you wanna do the best you can as a father, but it's no one way to do it. Relate to your kids, be there for your kids. Part of their personality is your personality, so you don't have to think so deep into relating to them. It's like an energy thing. They know, they feel the love. They know when you there for them and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel her on like what she mean. Like, we can't sit up and define what it mean for a woman to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? I totally understand that part. But now I will say this, as far as the institution of that marriage go, you know what I'm saying? That is clearly defined and clearly defined by boundaries. And so that's why she can't have fun the way she used to. And this one of those situations where they wanted to be married, but also wanted to blur the lines and the boundaries and all that. And this was going on with this situation. Y'all check it out. It's crazy.
Been over a week since the Adam 22 drama started, after his wife made this grand announcement that she would be getting piped out by another man on camera. Now, last time we covered this drama, I showed you guys this tweet where Lena says 11 more days, and she includes these screenshots where she's looking up at the Black Terminator there. And basically, people were dogging Adam for this because they said she looked way happier right here than she ever did on her actual wedding day. And before, we did not know the origins of these screenshots. What we now do is I have the TikTok trailer to show you guys right here for this film, and I have to say it's one of the most demasculating things I've ever seen in my entire life. You know, until the actual film comes out and Adam is truly traumatized.
Ah, my lord.
Finally gave me my wedding gift, and he's here right now.
Adam 22.
Come on, guys. At this point, we have to acknowledge that this is
Adam
one of the
22.
most insane things we've ever seen a public figure go through online. It was already going to be embarrassing enough for Adam just
Look
the
at
film
it.
coming out.
Look at that. You see that look in his eyes right there? You see that look? That's the look you have when your wife the hoe. You know what I'm saying? When your wife that hoe. You go from smiling to never having a smile on your face and some shit on your lip, apparently. Nigga don't even got no lips and got some shit on his lip. You know, but that's that look, man. You seen when Kanye wife Kim Kardashian. Straight face. Never seen him smile again. You know what I'm saying? You be seeing ASAP Rocky with Rihanna. Straight face. They don't ever see him smile. Anytime motherfucker wife up, you know what I'm saying, a thought, they get this look in they get that look in their eye like that, oh man, I just gotta keep a straight face and make it through it. Man, lust is a motherfucker, man. I see why it's one of the deadly sins. You find yourself all outside anywhere you should be mentally and emotionally and physically, all because you want it. Dumb bitch. Let's go.
But now we learn that the acting behind this film, you know, the little backstory before they get to is that this guy is actually some sort of wedding gift for her. Like, what is the point of bringing the wedding up at this moment? To me, this really completes the degradation of Adam 22. It absolutely makes him look like a... But it does seem like at this point he's gonna happily wear that title as some sort of badge of honor. Lena then goes on to say, "Today my husband interviewed me about what it was like f***ing another man. Not a convo I ever thought we'd have, especially on camera." And then she continues on from that tweet saying, "I love you, Adam," and includes this picture where, yeah, I mean, if there's ever been a getting face out there, it's definitely this. And then Adam's still leaning all the way into the bit, saying, "Why do people keep tweeting this at me? I don't get it." And honestly, guys, I really have absolutely no comments. This honestly has to be a new low for modern society. And then this video started going viral across Twitter. For those of you out there that are a little bit slow, this is the man who piped out his wife.
Piped her out.
This one time, I get this random message on Twitter. They're like, "Hey, Jason, my wife's a big fan. She wants to shoot a movie with you. What are your movie filming rates?" I'm like, "Yeah, just 4K. He's like, "Okay, that's fine. We'll give you 10. I'm like, "All right, cool." So I go there and I shoot the film with the woman. I dropped some severe glizzy destruction on her. And the husband's recording this, right? I'm like, this is weird as shit. I'm like, some people, I never understood it, right? Nonetheless, so I dropped the glizzy on the woman or whatever. So she dropping the go 3,000. She's saying, hey, little man, you like that? He was like, "Yes, ma'am."
Oh, shit.
Nah, him wearing the black hoodie is just absolutely insane work. Even back then, this man was predicting the future. He was already taking her away from Adam. And people were saying in this video he was talking about Adam, but I do feel like I remember seeing this on TikTok a couple of years back. So I guess you could call this more of a manifestation. I also wanted to show you guys a couple more clips from the recent No Jumper show, where Adam continues to go into detail about his feelings around this film.
I think the biggest sign of me having any sort of like jealousy about it was what
this
I said
was this weird ass damage control we've been doing all week.
It's like, oh, I should not have even thought about turning this down. Like, to me, this is now such an obvious W. And it's like, to people, they don't understand, because to them, they think that like my girl's in love with this dude or some shit. When in reality, it's like she was around him for like, 4 hours or whatever on set and filmed for like 40 minutes. And that was it. And I don't feel any kind of like rage towards her. Like, I'm chilling.
And to me, that's pretty much just more coke from the Adam 22 camp. There's no one out there that thinks she's actually in love with this guy. I mean, like I said, she did look at him with more glee on her face than on her wedding day. To even say that this is a major W because you got money and attention off the whole situation, to me really tells you where Adam's morals lie. You know, I guess for everyone there is some sort of price. They actually made a movie about this back in the day. It's called Indecent Proposal. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's got
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is when I give you the Macworld breakdown of the situation, right? So it's like you get the girl, right? The dude to do this. He'll get the girl. He know what she like, you know, the type of kinky stuff she might be into or whatever, right? And it's like you get with her, you like her, you like the stuff she doing, but that's where she thrive at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what you gonna do? Is you gonna try to completely change this girl, or is you gonna go with it? Like every man kind of think they built for whatever a woman could go through or whatever she could throw at them. So it'd be a lot of dudes, they'll be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm cool with her being like this, I'm cool with her being like that. And it's like, you got two choices, you know what I'm saying? Like basically it's like, you can go along with it, you know what I'm saying, and let it change. You could go along with it and it's gonna change, you know what I'm saying, the dynamic of the relationship. That's what Adam 22 did. Or you can try and change her and it's gonna change you, you know what I mean, in the midst of you trying to change her, because that's where the power lie at, you know. And it's like they start out, he like, oh yeah, you know, it's all good. She this, she like this, she like that. But then now when you see that freaky side actually come out of her and you try to embrace it, nigga will rubber band. Y'all ever played Mario Kart? Y'all know what rubber banding is, when the cars get way back and then they, like, you hit that nigga with a turtle, boom, and he way back. Now that nigga done came back on you and shit super fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll rubber band. It'll be like, oh yeah, you know, my girl is a freak and all this and that, and then y'all go actually do some freaky shit like this, and then it'd be like, now you like, man, I just love you, baby. You're so special. You're such a special, honorable woman, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta try it, like, gotta clean that shit up. And that's where Adam at right now, man. He's stuck in that weird ass spot because he did that shit. And right now, what he doing, like the damage control, is really him trying to convince himself, you know what I'm saying, of like, oh well, we did it and it did this and it did that. Nah, you did it because you couldn't stop her from doing it. She was gonna do what she wanted in the end anyway, and you knew that your job was to find a narrative to make yourself comfortable with it. Let's go.
Robert Redford, it's got Woody Harrelson.
From the producer and the director.
Fresh in the build, what's going on with you?
Suppose I were to offer you $1 million for one night with your wife.
A provocative offer.
I think you want me to do it.
Indecent proposal.
That right there is gonna be Adam when the film actually comes out.
An indecent proposal.
And he outside beating on the hotel room door.
What would you do?
Indecent proposal. Now available on video cassette.
So yeah, basically he pays the young guy there $1 million. You know, I think this is
$1 million for a night with your wife.
Like, you know, real good amount of money. And he lets him pipe his wife for.
What would y'all do? Would you let your wife get clapped out for $1 million?
For the night, and then old Robert Redford actually ends up stealing her for most of the movie. And I guess I'll ruin it for you guys at the end.
Hell no, Adam ain't getting no million, fresh.
Like the next step is you being gay.
Hey, not only that, bro. Not only did Adam not get $1 million, but he paid dude. You know what I'm saying? He paid dude to service his wife. You know what I'm saying? He showed up at the door like, ding, ding, dick stop. You know what I'm saying? Instead of wing stop. Wife ran to the door. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Shout out to Brick Baby,
you're
man.
You're not gonna be gay.
No.
You're not.
Dude right there.
Is there a dollar amount?
He actually a cold ass
rapper.
rapper.
Amount for me getting my cheeks clapped. I don't think I can live that life afterwards.
Two M's.
Come on, what would it take for it?
He doesn't think at this time, but there was also a time in the recent past where he said there was no dollar amount to see his wife getting piped out. So now is this man going to be gay for pay?
You know, that's what's next. Gay for pay.
And I can rationalize that away and be like, whatever, it's okay. Like, I understand you watch me f these girls and you see me enjoying this, so it's all good.
What's the dollar amount, Adam?
But me doing something that I would hate,
won't let him say.
getting my cheeks clapped by Jason Love, not that he would want to do such a thing.
I mean, it sounds like he might already be having some sort of fantasy.
Man,
Let me tell you, it's one fan that had me dying laugh. I was gonna send it to you, but I'm like, I don't know what headspace he
The nigga that knew all the measurements?
Yeah.
Just watch this, guys.
He knew the measurements of his
bro.
I feel like I do now too.
And then he was like, Adam barely can for 5 minutes. He loves
timing me.
Yeah. So it's like he's like, and Jason, he for an hour easy. I'm like, bro, I don't want to know this, but I'm so bored where I'm at. I'm reading everything right now, so it's like.
See, you want to know what happened too? Is I overdid it. Ever since she did this, I've been trying to prove myself. I've been clapping her cheeks way more. And as a result, now I got a little abrasion on the side.
Adam.
Leave the shit alone for like the last like 24
Yeah, you already
hours.
gone, bro.
So yeah, basically Adam
You
has been
already
feeling a little
gone,
bit of
bro.
that
Oh, my
insecurity.
God.
I mean, I would say that that's honestly just human nature. Like, I don't think there's any part in a normal man's brain that actually wants to see, you know, his partner, his girlfriend, his wife get pleasured by another person.
But I acknowledge, I'm like, I seen the tape and I thought it was hot. Like, I didn't have like anger watching it. Like, I was just like, oh, like I like seeing my girl having a good time and she's in a position where the camera making her look all sexy and stuff. She riding this huge. I'm not like, right. I'm not really gonna take on a.
You just ain't like, you just not.
Some nigga DM me. It was like, yo, he stretched the Gucci out. I'm like, yo.
Probably, yeah.
Nah, he said Jason stretched the Gucci out. I'm like, why you on the first name basis with the.
Everyone knows famous, bro.
Were you there when they were filming it?
No, I was at the house playing poker, which is perfect. He shows my girl a good time. I get to do what I want to do, play poker. Then she comes back afterwards.
You hit the same day?
Yeah, of course.
Was it different?
You just came.
Was it different?
Nah. Hey, hold on. Friend say, I hate Adam and my heart still hurt for dude. I'm lying, but you get me. Nah, bro. This nigga here, man. Nah, it's definitely a adverse situation and shit, dude. It's definitely an adverse situation. It ain't nothing he could do about it at this point. It was like he was trying to avoid it, but he couldn't really avoid it. You know what I mean? So what could he do, man? She was gonna do what she wanted to do in the long run anyway. And he just had to roll with the punches in order to stay with her or whatever. Like, it reminded me of that show, The Idol, I was watching and shit. Like, dog thought he was like this like manipulator or whatever, but like the little chick was like one step ahead of him. Cause like that's the thing. Like, I don't know, man. You can't. What is a narcissist without the person that they manipulate? Nothing. They lost. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't. It's, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you think they in control, but without the person to control, they like gonna clap them hard enough to unclap the clapping that been clapped, that then clap the clap on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna clap the clappity clap out of them. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers is clapped. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's gonna be a hard road, Adam. It's gonna be a road to recovery. We gonna pray for you, brother. We gonna pray for you. Just don't do that shit, man. If you're not built for the shit, keep it real with yourself. Know what you got on your plate, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't feed steak to a baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanna be like a man. Oh, I could eat a porterhouse. Like, nah, you gonna choke and you need ketchup on your steak and all that shit, like, just to eat it. You know what I mean? And in the end, your colon gonna be looking like James Brown. You know what I'm saying? All backed up with steak. You couldn't handle this shit. Nah, that's stupid as hell. Fresh say, same with loyalty. It don't mean nothing if only one person practicing it. Just like narcissism. The trait takes one person. The effects need two. Ooh, that's dope. I like that shit. I'm finna pin that, bro. That's a dope comment right there. But yeah, nah, so he caught up right now. He gonna be doing damage control to himself from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Cause he ain't gonna unclap. The cheek's not gonna get unclapped. You know what I'm saying? But It is what it is, man. We talked enough about the cuckery today, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, we just gonna have to you know, pray for brother Adam, you know, mayonnaise brother Adam. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much everything finna be over and done with my homeboy Romeo, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, pretty much everything, you know, is gonna just play out how it play out. Fresh said, free Adam's nuts. Free Adam nuts. Nah, that's how I feel though, man. It's like now they be like city boys down, like man. But nah, we ain't including Adam though. We ain't claiming Adam and shit. He said free Adam's backbone. I'm gonna give him my backbone that I got my extra one now that I got the PlayStation one. He gonna put it down the back of his shirt and shit. But nah, man, appreciate y'all checking me out today. Shout out to the Tool Gang, fresh on deck. Shout out to Cuzzo over there in Africa right now checking in. You know what I'm saying? In the comments, Millset Rose. Shout out to Cuzzo, man. I know you having, or no, matter of fact, Cuz is in the Dominican Republic right now. That's where he at. I forgot this fool is international. But he down there in the DR right now. Got his beard. Look, Cuz grew the beard out and shaved the mustache and shit. So he looked like one of them niggas. Da, 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 you know what I'm saying? And he looked Dominican as hell too. I'm like, cuz you crazy, bro. On my life, I swear to God, you just read my mind, Fresh. Yeah, we on it. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all checking me out. If you young, you a woman out here, don't throw your life away trying to be a criminal. If you know what I'm saying, you got a girl and your girl is a freak, you better know what degree of freak she is for you be out here like Adam trying to figure life out, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, as far as the last clip, you know, if your mama raised you better than that, then just don't do it, you know? As far as it go with the twins. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all checking me out. We gonna be back tomorrow to end the week on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Barring anything happen. We had like a hurricane or some shit come through here the other day. I couldn't even do my my live or whatever. But you know, I got y'all. We back, man. I'm gonna have some good ones for y'all tomorrow. So make sure y'all check me out live at 5 every day, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you ain't subscribed already, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I drop new content. Check out the unboxing videos. Check out the new one I'm finna drop about Shakur and Devin Haney later tonight. I'll drop it. It'll be up by the morning. So yeah, just keep looking out for all that Mac World media. You know what I'm saying? So until tomorrow, later, y'all. I'm gone.